No, not at all. Look, the NCAA to me, and the NCAA is wrong because college football operates outside of the NCAA. But they've turned these bowl games that aren't the playoffs into the NIT, the NIT. And so football players who can get injured don't want to play in the NIT.
Right.
I don't blame them. If I was a player that was coming back for my third year in college, I might sit out a bowl game. This might be the tool that I use.
You talent to make.
This might be the tool I use to push back against college football and the exploitation.
Can I say this, though? It is interesting. In the NFL, your most useless games are preseason. If an NFL player sat out preseason, we'd all be like, a veteran. We'd be like, yeah. In college, the useless game is at the end of the season. And in real estate, they always talk location, location, location. In college, these are useless games.
Right.
Now, not for Ohio State, not for Clemson, not for Bama.
Not for the Final Four, which if he set out the Final Four, I'd have a problem.
Not the sugar, the cotton, the rose.
But look, this bowl game that they're going to play, the Citrus Bowl and these other games, are for the next year's team. Why do we have all these bowl games? A, entertainment. B, the college coaches want to have 20 more practices with their kids to get their team ready for next year.
Television networks as well. Don't forget about that.
I said TV, entertainment. I mentioned that. Go ahead, Chris. You're stewing.
Guys, it's called football development, okay? And I have signed up for this whole season, all right? If you want to play in a better bowl game, you know what you do, Mike? You play better during the regular season.
Right.
All right? Both of those players had an opportunity to change the fate of where they were going. All right? When you sign that letter of intent before the season starts, you are signing up with that group of guys to play that season, which would include being rewarded by a bowl game. Now, if you don't make the bowl game, that's your fault.
Did you leave college early?
Yeah, because I signed with an agent. I had to leave college. I was ruled ineligible.
Okay, my bad.
All right?
But I agree, Chris. Look, if they would bail on the regular season, I'm with you. Okay, this bowl game is an auxiliary thing that's part of the next year's building process for the team. Those coaches are out there practicing.
We already make it so easy for this generation. We always let the athletes out. We let them do whatever they want to do. So what are they going to change next?
Look,
there is a thing called a process of developing a player. And a bowl game, it used to be a part of that process. So now we're not evaluating them. What about the seniors on the team?
What years ago, not to show my age, but college football had like 11 games, right?
Yeah.
And then they had another game, and then a conference championship, and then a semifinal. Just think about a few years ago when Pete Carroll coached at USC. Just since that time, Pete would have to play another conference game. He only played 8.
Yes.
Pete would have a conference championship. Pete would have a semi, and then a championship game. Just since Pete was here, they've added multiple games. Here's my problem. College athletes are kind of like minimum wage employees to interns, right? The corporation keeps asking for more hours. We got a 15-game schedule for Ohio State. Come on, that's ridiculous.
I don't have a problem. I'm a personnel executive. I don't have a problem. I get your team point. If they're in the Final Four games, yeah. But I don't think you're going to walk around wearing your Citrus Bowl watch saying, hey, I got to the Citrus Bowl. I think it's for next year's team, and this is what it's all about. And when they practice and your development, I'm with you on development, but they're practicing against guys that aren't going to play.
So what are these guys going to do between now and the draft?
I'll tell you what they're going to do.
Listen. No, listen, because I work with a company. We've been training athletes for the draft for the last 15 years, all right? We go through all the evaluations, all the tests, get them ready and everything. So I'm a part of that. It all starts after the bowl game. So what are they doing right now to make them a better football player?
Start the process earlier.
They're doing nothing.
Jalen Smith.
They're not doing nothing.
If you had cost yourself the money Jalen Smith cost himself
Jalen Smith spoke for himself, okay? That's what it's called. Speak for yourself. He spoke for himself and said, I'm a baller. I'm a football player. I would have played. And thank God God didn't give you the bill, and your mom should be shameful. Shameful. Now, shameful.
His accountant completely disagrees with Jalen Smith.
Let me tell you something. If you're supposed to make it, you're going to make it.